You have a mental problem and I will tell you, I personally believe that you're doing this because you're not happy with who you are. Good morning, everybody. So here's the deal. Need to eat breakfast. I gotta replace some spark plugs for Elizabeth's car.
Meet Elizabeth, the youngest daughter, 20 years old and already wiser than most. If Shannon had a clone, well, here she is. Same smile, same grit, same don't mess with my people energy. Devin's got his hands full, but he manages, barely. She loves hard, protects fiercely, and thanks to a lifetime of true crime podcasts, she could probably commit a felony and get away with it.
So I guess I'll get that done and going today. So should be a good day. Should be busy. Go to the gym with Shannon. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I gotta get this one out and that one out. Not too bad. That's a little bit easier. These over here are right in here and right in there. Luckily, it's only a 4-cylinder, so it's not that difficult. But yeah, I just gotta take that 10mm off, pop the coil out, and replace the plug. That's it. Magnetic ratchet piece. So I just take this little bit here, put some electrical tape on it, slide it in, tap it until it touches. There, see that? Touch, pull it in, and all that. Seriously, that's my little go-to. That's my fix. That's how I do things. I am no mechanic by any means, but I get things done. Wouldn't be a good dad if I didn't check all her fluids, check everything needs to be done while I'm working on the car. Add more windshield wiper fluid, check the oil, check all the other stuff. And honestly, all that salt, that's salt. That's welcome to Utah, that's salt. So I'm gonna go take it to the car wash and wash the dang thing and get it all clean and free for her since it's our car. We might as well have a nice car. And I'll go wash my hands up, so yeah. But plugs are done. I just need to get her cleaned up and check the fluid.
This isn't the kind of love that makes headlines. It's a wrench, a squeaky belt, and a dad who shows up, no matter what. Devin won't call it heroic, but this is what showing up looks like.
There we go. Basic maintenance for the car, my daughter's car, done. Just gonna go get it cleaned up now, go wash it. Yeah, those are the things that every dad probably should do for their daughters. If they don't, they should do it. You should do it. And also you should teach your daughters to do the same thing, because I have taught her to do the same thing. That doesn't mean I require her to do it every time. This means that I've taught her to do it, and she knows how to do it, and the car runs fine. The car runs great. No codes, no nothing. Just tuned up, and it's all ready. Now it's just gonna go get it clean so she can have it, so she can go to work here in just a little bit. What is going on, everybody? It's me again. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm doing more stuff. We got some emails. We got actually one email. I have one email. Literally, I'm only going to talk about one email today. It's people get very, very emotional when it comes to this. Multiple reasons. One of the reasons why it has to do with kids. It has to do with what people feel is what they are doing the right thing. It's one of those things that it makes life. Okay, bottom line is I've always said it, and I will say it again. The right thing is always the right thing, and the wrong thing will always be the wrong thing. There is right and wrong. Yes, there is good and bad. There is moral right and there is moral wrong. And I'm not intermingling religion into this, although you can. When it comes to morality, you people tend to think it's religious. But there is, and morals do come from God. I get it. I am a religious person, but I'm going to be we're going to stay away from my personal religious beliefs. And I think we can all acknowledge that there is a God. Whether you believe in him or not, doesn't change the fact there is a God. I mean, you can go outside and you can see it. It's proof, right? But yeah.
it is, yeah. So I guess I might as well just jump into the email. I mean, no more dilly dallying around. Just jump into it. And hold on, let me get this. Let me pull it up. To send this real quick. Okay, here we go. All right, this email comes from a mom. Mom in Colorado. She did not give her name. She just did her initial, whether it's her first initial, middle initial, last initial, or even if it even applies to her, I don't know. She emailed me, and I really say this is something that's I take this one really personal because I also with this situation that she's going through, I also know of 2 other people that I know personally in my life that are going through something similar. And I'm not going to mention their names because they've never discussed that they wanted me to talk about them. But I know this is something similar to what's going on in their life. They are the only ones who know who they are, and if they listen to the podcast, they'll know I'm talking about them. But I'm not going to call their names out because that's up to them. They've never come to me for opinions. But this lady here, she has, and because she has, I wanted to address this because this seems to be still an ongoing problem. And I'm going to try to go through this as delicately as possible and talk about it as delicately as possible. So here we go. Hey, Devin, I'm overwhelmed and honestly heartbroken. I just found out that my ex, who now identifies as a trans woman, has been telling our son's therapist that I agreed to support gender-affirming care for our 8-year-old son. This is absolutely not true. I never gave my consent. I was never part of any serious conversation about it. I've already involved my lawyer because this isn't just a disagreement. This is a complete misrepresentation of me as a parent, and it's directly impacting decisions about my son's future. The hardest part. My son has told me in his own words, I like being a boy. I know I'm a boy, but he also told me that he doesn't want to disappoint his dad. So now he's caught in the middle. Of this, carrying pressure that no 8-year-old should ever have to carry. I'm trying to protect my son's identity. He is confident. He is confident in, with his other parent pushing a narrative that confuses him and dismisses everything he expressed. It feels like I'm being erased and overridden by a lie, and my son is the one paying the price for it. How do I protect him without turning this into war that damages him even more? And how do I cope with the heartbreak of watching my child feel like he has to choose between being honest and being loyal to a parent he loves? Thank you for listening. M from Colorado. Okay. I have very, very strong opinions on this. Some I will express. Some I will take. So what? Here, okay. Let's go back a little bit. Let's take this for what it is. One, okay. When we are born into this earth, when we come out of our mother, when we come out of her vagina, we are born, and we're not assigned anything. First and foremost, I want to say it. You are never assigned a gender. You are what you are. And to that 0.00 what percentage of people who have both male and female organs, you are an anomaly. And that's what that is. And you're only the anomaly. You are either male or you are female. Okay? Let that be said. That has been facts since day one. That has been facts based off of genetic code. I don't care what a person says. Well, what about the tribal that believes in? I don't care about that. We all know that there are two. A woman cannot impregnate another woman. A man cannot impregnate another man. It takes one and the other to have a baby. That is the reality here. Whether people agree with me or not, that's your problem. Science, as I was told during COVID, science is science. Trust the science. I trusted the science, and we now know, actually even now, that the COVID vaccine is now prone to cause certain types of cancer. I trusted the science. I trusted the science so much that I did not get the vaccine. That being said, it was still my choice. My body, my choice. You're welcome. I'll use that term for you and let that slide, I guess. Maybe not. Some people are going to hate me for it. Whatever it is. Bottom line is this. When it comes to this situation, well, let me state this. One, I do not hate transgender people. I do know they exist. I do know DNA, when they die, and if they were dug up 100 years from now, they're not going to see that they are what they self-identify at. They're going to see based off of their hips, which is a defining factor. Hip bones of men and women are different. That the skeletal structure of men and women is completely different when it comes to our hips. It's true. It's factual. If they ran DNA on those bodies, they will find out you're either male or female. That is factual. That has never changed. It never will change because that is what makes us up as people. Okay. We have to understand that. No one has to acknowledge it because they want to live in their own world. That's fine. You can deny truthful things all day long. People can deny truthful things all day long. People do deny truthful things all day long. That is 100% on them. It's part of it. Okay? That's just human nature. We don't like to be part of things that we don't agree with. It's fine. It's no big deal. I was raised, that's how this is. You will not have everybody agree with you, and that's okay. Not everybody is supposed to agree with you. But there's one thing that I think we all 100% have to agree on, and it's this. Children are not for the taking. We leave kids alone. We have a mom here who is struggling with a situation with her ex, who is now identifies as a woman. Fine. I don't care because you're an adult. Be whatever you want to be. You want to be a freaking donut? Be a donut. No one cares. Simple and easy. But an 8-year-old child is exactly that. They are a child. We do know that the brain does not fully get developed and is all together until what, 21 to 23 roughly? So I would dare say we don't even let people make decisions till then, but I'll back up. Legally, we say 18. If you can go to war and you can kill for your country, then if you want to change what you think you are, go for it. You're old enough to have all the information, to have done all the research, to have to understand all the different things. Go for it. You're 18. If you can, which I think, honestly, I'll say it, let's change the drinking age. Make it 18 also. I don't drink. I don't think people should drink. I think that's a poor decision. But honestly, if you can go to war, you should be able to drink a beer. I know, I'm far right, whatever. If you can go to war and you can kill someone, you can do that. Thing is, you can't even get a tattoo as a kid unless your friend does a stick and poke or they buy a tattoo gun or whatever. You can't even get a tattoo as a kid unless your parent signs off on it, and they have to be there in person with a signature proving that, and you have to be at least, 17, 18, something like that? You can't buy cigarettes till you're 21, at least in the state of Utah. You can't buy alcohol till you're 21. You can't buy a handgun until you're 21. You can't buy there's reasons we have laws for certain things. It's because we do protect our children. Bottom line is that. Our goal, when you have a kid, I don't care how messed up in the head you may be or not know that you are. If you have a child, your job as a parent is to do one thing and one thing only. Your job is to raise that child to be a good person, that can help other people and contribute to the world in a good way. Teach them to do the right things. Teach them right or wrong. I mean, literally right, and there is right and there is wrong. It is not okay to kill someone, but you can if you're protecting your home. If someone broke into this house and I was here and they were trying to hurt me or my family, I would take that life. I don't want to, but I will. I am willing to do it. Would I have to live with that for the rest of my life? Absolutely. Would it suck? Absolutely. But we all have to be in agreement. Kids are off limits. So what we have here is honestly a major legal battle. One, the transgender dad, mom, whatever. He wants to be a woman, wants to do gender affirming care for their son. He's wrong. He can't do it. It's not supposed to be that way. His job is her job is to protect his child's life at all cost and to raise them up to live a life in a good way. Now you have a child that's seeing a therapist, probably because he has another mom that used to be his dad. So he's having to deal with that. So this 8-year-old kid has already a lot on his plate to talk about. Already has so much he has to try to figure out because he's having to deal with some stuff that he should never have to worry about. Shame on his dad. Shame on him. You, sir, ma'am, whatever you want me to call you, you have a mental problem and I will tell you, I personally believe that you're doing this because you're not happy with who you are. And so you want to feel accepted with what you are, or that you're kind of uncomfortable with your life, with whatever's gone on in it, and that you've decided to go down this rabbit hole, that you're trying to change something in your son so you can be more accepted. Your kid loves you. That should be enough. That's the bottom line. If your kid loves you, take that as a win.
Some topics aren't easy. They're heavy, emotional, uncomfortable,
it's not him.
but that's exactly why they need to be talked about. To hear the full conversation, head over to the Young Bloods podcast channel, because silence doesn't help anyone.
So I could not get the jerseys clean enough, and I like our rugby boys looking really, really great. So we are here at the car wash, pressure washing the ones that have grass stains and dirt drenched into them, because I like the boys to look great on their game day and their white jerseys. So like that's gonna come off. That's all gonna come off. Oh. There you go, watch. On that one too. What? The sleeve too. To finish the jerseys, folding them up, that's what I'm doing. So here we go. Those are done and completely folded. So, and they're arguing about who's taking the bags down. So, but they're done and now they're ready for game day. Thanks, guys.
burger?
Not this late. No. Earlier, yes.
Do you want me to stop and grab a drink for you?
A vitamin water?
Vitamin water.
Yeah, I can let that blood too.
Does she want does she drink vitamin water?
Yes, she likes the bush red one, but you're colorblind, so the dark one.
The Asu blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Acai.
I don't know. Pomegranate acai.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's
okay.
So what's the plan for tomorrow?
Harriman has that dump thing where you just take whatever your unwanted stuff that you
Do we have rugby tomorrow?
No.
No. We just gotta finish cleaning.
Next Saturday though, 7:30 in the evening. And then the Saturday after that, 7:30 in the evening.
And those are away games?
The 19th is a home game, it's the senior night. Next week is American Fork. Tomorrow is the end of spring break.
Okay.
Yeah. But tomorrow I'm gonna go through the garage and get rid of stuff that we don't need.
Underneath the stoves?
And that too. Yeah.
Basically, you just want to get rid of a bunch of stuff.
Yes. It's free, dump it. Our trash can will be full. And we just take it and dump it in and dump it. So that's what I'm gonna
Okay. Essentially spring cleaning, but also prep for move.
do. Yes.
That's kind of key, I think.
I just think spring clean. Get it out. I don't need it. I haven't touched it or I thought about it. Peace out. We can list Elizabeth's baskets, come for business. See if anybody wants those. They can buy them. She can get the money. That clears up that whole space. If we can get rid of a shelf, we can sell the shelf. Make stuff on the shelf.
Get rid of stuff that's in the totes out there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's go through them all.
Alright.
In 1 mile, turn right.
You think she's okay?
I hope so.
I think it's just anxiety.
I hope so. Cross my fingers.
I think she was fine. I'll go get everybody a drink.
Don't need anything.
What about him?
Drink.
He doesn't need a drink.
He needs a drink. You're eating. We all got a drink, except you.
Okay.
Most of what holds a family together isn't seen. It's not flashy. It's not perfect. It's early mornings, long days, hard talks, and late night drives.